everybody. Monday morning, the day after the night before. So England lost. Shit out of luck on penalties. Never mind. Gutted for him. Very, very gutted for him. I was on the edge of my seat watching the game last night. Really wanted them to win. I thought they'd done really well in doing what they'd done, getting where they had, and then to lose it all on penalties just was kind of like a bit of a kick in the face, really. But nevertheless, super proud of what they've done. They've given the country, you know, days and days and days of fun and happiness and drinking and, you know, that kind of stuff. It's been all good. But it is a Monday morning. I'm on my way into the shop. We have Range Rover coming in today, which is having a Pioneer head unit, fascia kit. We've got to do, it's got Harman Kardon, but it's not Logic 7, so there's lots of different kinds. So we've got to do an out bypass with it, so it means we lose the subwoofer in the back, because obviously the system will only run 4 speakers. So it keeps kind of like the mids and tweeters active and loses all the other stuff, because I think there's about 10 speakers in the system, which are not going to stay. But it keeps the center screen active, so things like his light diff and downward descent, and you know, the navigation will still show, but it won't actually be doing anything as far as the Pioneer is concerned. I've got to take out the standard head unit, and we've got to basically discombobulate the head unit. We've got to break it down into a little head unit and hide that in the car somewhere, so that keeps the car system active, because it's all fibre ring. So it's quite a mission of a job, a long-winded head unit, and we've got a reverse camera to do on the rear tailgate. So it's going to be a busy ass day. Touch wood, I've been feeling a bit better the last few days. Still feel just completely like, I don't want to get into calling it a name, but you know, I think they go on about like long COVID and things like that. Just, I feel just boshed. That second jab has certainly taken its toll, just run me out of energy really fast. Halfway through the day I'm just wiped out. So I'm hoping that's kind of done and dusted and in my system, and will just shut up, leave me alone now. That'd be nice. But we need to get some breakfast. Lots of comments in the comment section. I see everyone getting involved. Thank you for that. Loads of people in the States telling me where they're from. Appreciate that. It's really cool. It still blows my mind a little bit. I know the internet is global, you know, I know it's around the world, but I still find it bizarre that I get people listening and watching what I do all around the world. You know, that's I know that's why I do it. It's, you know, it's for that reason, but it still just trips me out sometimes. I look at it and I think, oh, that's really cool that, you know, somebody the other side of the planet is seeing this old fool Babylon. So thank you for that, appreciate it. If you haven't already, press that button, it's free. But it is a grey day. Temperature's right down, which is nice and fresh this morning, a bit wet, but we need to get some bacon and a coffee as soon as I've got the Range Rover in, and we will discuss and go from there. Hopefully the lockers come in this week for the toolbox, so we need to do some tidying, we need to sort the garage, we need to get the racking done, move the stuff around. I'm going to get to work and I will come back to you in a bit. See you then.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Morning everyone. So we've got our Range Rover in. It's it's got Carn badges on it. I'm guessing it is an edition of Carn because it's got the retrim seats and everything. We've got this stereo to take out. Obviously we're putting in a JVC CarPlay and Android Auto. We're doing the amp bypass and we're retaining the factory unit to keep the navigation and the vehicle systems for all the traction control and downhill descent active. So we've got to dismantle this unit and then hide that somewhere in the dash. We are also doing a sub amp bypass. For now this is going to get closed off and not fitted back in. We've got a reverse camera to put on as well, which is going to be just up here on the car, and we're going to do a sub and amp in it later on, but for now we've got to get camera fitted, run through the headliner and down. Then I've got to start taking apart this center console, gear stick and everything's got to come out, dismantle the head unit, refit it back in, bypass the amp under that seat, fit the new JVC CarPlay and Android Auto. Microphone's obviously going to go up here, dab aerial there, and it's raining, it's chucking it down, so I'm going to be in here today pottering along on myself, enjoying my Range Rover time. So I'll come back to you in a bit when we've got some things happening. See you then. Hey everyone, so we are cracking on. The camera and all the bits and bobs are through. I've just got to put this back on, but I never really put these back on until we've tested the camera and we know everything's working. Obviously it's powered off the reverse light, run through the cable here at the top, and then runs up into the front. I've put a little mount on top of the number plate there so it just sticks out in front, because obviously this is a two-part roof, so the window opens and the tailgate opens separately. So we've gone off the bottom one, not the top one, because this is composite and we can't separate this without shattering glass, so we're leaving that alone. So the camera's done. I run down to the front, deep breath. I've started dismantling the center section, so we've got the dash all apart and the radio's out. What I've basically got to do now is go over with the radio in a minute, and I've got to dismantle the radio. We've got to use the cabling here, run a bypass cable down to the amp, which is under this seat, and then I've got to hide the factory unit down inside here so that will keep the top screen working, which then retains the guy's kind of traction and stuff like that. But we've got the Range Rover kind of in bits, ready to accept its new radio and fascia. And then over here, just grab my torch. So I have an instruction guide. What we've basically got to do is take this, and we're going to disconnect. It's pretty much what you see here, so this section here from the front and the base, so we end up with this thin plate. That's going to be the piece that remains, and that keeps the car active, and then from there we're going to have our head unit running off of it. But we need to shorten and collapse this stereo down, so I'm going to get on with that now. I'll come back to you in a bit. Right then everyone, let's just turn the radio down. I'll work through lunch. We'll stop for some food in a minute. What are we at? 2 o'clock. So we got the Range Rover done. Let me just pull this out of the way. I've got to just connect it up to the code reader, make sure we've got no codes present on it, because I've had to switch it on with everything disconnected, and they tend to lose their marbles when that happens. But look at that, how nice does that look? So let's get the old foot on the brake, start him up. So once it starts up, obviously the unit comes to life. We still keep our Land Rover screen in the top, and we got steering controls and stuff working on here. There we go. So just turn that down with the steering controls. So that's all working. So we keep our car functions from this. We'll still retain through this, and all our hazard features and all the other stuff still works. And then reverse, we go reverse. There's our little backup camera, so he gets a nice vision of what's behind him, and then back into the normal radio. USB for the CarPlay and Android Auto are stuck in the top box there. And we've obviously got a microphone and digital aerial there. So this one's done, ready to go. I'm going to give him a call, get him to come pick it up, and then I can have some lunch. I'll come back to you in a bit. And we're done for today. So the range is just, he's just leaving. Showed him how his CarPlay and Android Auto works. He's happy as pie. So another result there. What time is it? 5:45. Snap on day tomorrow. I'm hoping my locker's coming. We should get the second one of these tomorrow. I've got to come in the morning. I've not booked any work, so we get to play with tool stuff all day. So my job tomorrow is basically clearing this crap out of here, get the other locker fixed on, and then I need to move the boxes. Probably going to go there. I think that's kind of like the where it's going to sit, and then we're going to sort this other piece of racking out so I can get stuff moved, and then move all of this out the way as well, so we can kind of get some stuff sorted, get it ready. But that's it for Monday. Done and dusted. Hope you enjoyed the rebuild of the, or should I say the dismantle of the Land Rover unit. Quite full on when you've got to start taking the boards apart and things like that to get it to work, but it does what it does. It looked pretty cool, works pretty well. Good bit of kit. See you all tomorrow, bright and early for Snap on Tuesday. Take care, bye. Hit that subscribe button. It's just down there.
You told me you had subscribed to ASC Audio and now you've missed an episode.